Are you wondering how Evolve analyzes trades? In this video, we'll take a closer look at the analysis and newsfeed sections of Evolve AI.
Futures trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors. You can lose more than your initial investment. This content is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always use risk management and trade only with funds you can afford to lose.
Why should you care about the analysis? As a trader, it is your responsibility to know why you are making a move when you make it. The more you understand, the better you will become. Evolve is a tool, not magic. The analysis summary will look slightly different for each individual trade, but Evolve is always calculating everything, even if it is not shown in the summary. If you want to see everything, you can look through the details section, but the summary should be enough for most users. If you don't know what any of the details mean, we suggest you look it up since they are important and commonly used metrics. If you don't recognize the Evolve AI dashboard, you should go back and watch the first video in the series. This is the analysis summary of a 92.5% confidence NQ short. Since we are looking at a short, you will notice that the summary provides evidence to support a bearish structural bias. In the first line, it gives the current price, the fact it is below VWAP and below the session open. EMA alignment. This compares the alignment of the 9 EMA, 21 EMA, and 50 EMA. In this case, the 9 EMA is below the 21 EMA, meaning it is bearish. EMA slope. The direction the EMA is going can show if the market is moving up or down. In this case, both the 9 and 21 EMA slope downwards, as well as separating from each other. Combined, this means that the market is demonstrating accelerating bearish momentum. Trend confirmation. This is a summary of the indicators used such as EMA, EMA alignment, RSI, MACD, and more to calculate trend to support Evolve's analysis. Range indicators. This examines the market to determine whether it is in a range or breakout. It has moved from a consolidated range to a clean breakdown. Momentum. Using RSI, MACD, and ADX, Evolve confirms that there is a strong bearish movement. Volume. Comparing current volume to average volume, Evolve determines there are a lot more contracts being traded than average, giving a strong bearish indication. Levels. Looking at the previous session low and overnight low, Evolve determines the market has reached new lows. Time of day. Evaluating the time of day, Evolve checks for regular trading hours, extended trading hours, market open, market close, and more. Currently, it is outside regular trading hours, but determines that the momentum supports the trade. Entry type. This is the summary of why Evolve has decided to take the trade. In this case, it is due to momentum and volume. Remember, you can also add any of these indicators to your charts on NinjaTrader and other platforms as part of your toolkit when trading. Next, let's look at the financial news section. Why is news important? In short, financial news isn't optional. It's the fuel for futures moves. News releases such as economic updates, federal chairman speaking, military aggression, or even a certain president making an unplanned tweet can turn the market upside down in an instant. If you're ignorant of these events, you are guaranteed to lose money. Here is the financial news feed from January 4th, 2026. The current most significant news event is related to the U.S. mission in Venezuela, and these days China is always doing something related to Taiwan. The Evolve dashboard uses an RSS feed from Financial Juice to display news. For analysis, Evolve assigns Red Impact News a higher weight than other news when deciding whether to trade or not. The impact of news is market-specific. What affects one might not have much impact on another. If we look at this chart for oil, you can see that the operation in Venezuela had a large impact at 6 p.m. on Sunday when the market enabled trading. However, at the same time on NQ, it did not have as large of an impact. Now that we have demonstrated why news is important and looked at how many indicators Evolve uses for analysis, let's take a moment to reflect on how fast Evolve is compared to traditional methods, making a decision in seconds rather than minutes. If you as a trader cannot look at all of those indicators and newsfeed in seconds and make a good, educated decision about a trade, you should consider Evolve your workhorse in the toolbox you use to make a profit. Please check out the other videos in this series, as well as our upcoming series on automated trading. Like and subscribe for more content, and visit us on evolvetrading.ai.